Saying it's a beautiful thing when you got a bitch at your heels willing to do whatever and whatever for you, right? And you ain't got to give no money or no none of that. All she requires is your energy and your game. You know what I'm saying? And your presence. That's a beautiful thing. And I want you guys to fucking experience that. Big B on the track. Yo, fellas, what's going on? This is none other than your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre, and I'm coming at you guys yet again with another one. Today, man, y'all need to sit down. We're gonna have some real talk, man, because I gotta chop it up with you guys about this thing, man. And it's about the notion, you know, in the red pill community and the manosphere that women can never love you. We're gonna chop it up about that. But first, before I get into the game, man, I need you guys to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you can get this good player shit fresh off the press. Y'all know my slogan, playerism is the antidote to feminism. Look no further. Captain Saber Bro is here to save the day. Before I get into it, too, guys, go get both of my courses, Attraction 101 and How to Make a Woman Fall in Love and Obsess Over You. Also, join my private Facebook community, and also hit me up if you need coaching. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for everything. All your needs is look in the description and I got you. But let's jump straight into it, man. I gotta dig in some of you guys' chest, man. So sit down, pull up a chair, pull out a pen and take notes. This one's gonna be a good one. Let's go. Now, there's this notion, like I said, guys, there's this notion in the manosphere, the red pill community, or whatever you wanna call it, that, you know, guys believe that women can never love you, or women don't have the capacity to love. And I'm here to tell you guys, this is some of the biggest bullshit I've ever heard in my life, right? Y'all gotta step y'all game up out here, man. Like, if you're not experiencing that, if you can't get a woman to submit to your will or to catch feelings in that way, if you haven't experienced that, then you gotta step your game up. And that's what I'm here for. This is what my channel is about, to help you grow as a man, you know, as a player, and to become successful at dating. But guys, like, you guys put so much stock into women. These guys put so much stock into women like they're these boogeyman mythical creatures that don't have feelings and just demons, and they gonna come get you in the boogeyman. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You guys have to stop with this ridiculousness. You guys have to stop. It's just a human being, man. It's just a woman. It's just a bitch. That's it, dude. That's all it is. It's just a woman. A bitch is a bitch, that's it. And I know where, you know, you guys get this idea from. Like, here's the thing, right? A lot of this comes from a lot of these content creators, and you guys are young and impressionable, so you believe, you know, and this stuff resonate with you through your experiences. You know what I'm saying? But you guys have to understand about something about a lot of these MGTOW and red pill and all of these, not all of these, but, you know, a lot of these content creators. A lot of these guys got hurt, and then they came to YouTube to vent, and then, you know, they got a following that way. They, you know, want to help you guys or whatever through their hurt and through their experiences, right? A lot of these guys weren't successful with women. You know, a lot of these guys were got wifed up some chick for 20, 30 years. They was a sucker and a beta male and a simp and all that, and then the bitch took advantage of them, and they come and tell you that women can never love because they've never made a woman love them or got a woman to love them, and the wife that they was with for 20 and 30 years that they took care of, and 10 years it just up and left them for Pookie and Ray Ray and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? They tell their experiences to you, and you guys soak all this shit up, and you think it's law. So now you running around like, you know, out here jaded on the dating scene, like women could never love women. It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta stop. You know, listen to who you want to listen to, but you guys have to understand who you getting your guys have to be careful and be selective about who you getting your information from and who you soaking up information from, because that shit becomes you. You know, a lot of y'all soaking up information and quote unquote game from a lot of guys that's jaded, that have been, mistreated and used and abused and used up and spit out by bitches all their life. You know what I'm saying? And they come, and that's their truth, that's their reality, and you think that that's the way it is and that's the way it go. It don't go like that. That's not how it is. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to listen to guys that know what they're doing and that was actually successful out here with women. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you guys have to, be cognizant of what you taking in. Like I said, a lot of these guys, a lot of these red pill and MGTOW guys and all this shit. A lot of these guys were suckers and simps and shit out here in the dating game. And I'm not knocking the message, and I'm not knocking anybody for getting on YouTube or whatever platform and trying to build better men out. I'm not knocking that part of the game. But what I'm saying is a lot of these guys were not successful with women in their life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys learned a lot of this shit through books in their 30s and late 20s and shit. They didn't grow up being players and successful with women. They grew up and had experiences to where they was getting used and abused and mistreated and shit, and bitches was dogging them out because they was simps and suckers, right? So they get on YouTube mad and aggressive and shit, and you think that that's alpha. That's not the deal. You guys got to soak up game from players, man, who were actually successful out here. That way you can get the game, you know, from a positive aspect, because it ain't that whole. They say, well, women can never love you because the bitch that they was with didn't love them. They ain't have enough game and enough sauce and enough playerism to get a bitch to fall in love with them all their life, and they was used and abused and taken advantage of and all this shit. You guys have to understand this, man. You guys have to peep game. This shit, man. This shit makes my blood boil, man. This shit really makes my blood boil. That young cats are believing this shit and following this shit, and it's like making them jaded and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you carrying around that type of energy, that's gonna affect your game with the bitches, because it's all about energy, and bitches can feel your energy. You see what I'm saying? A lot of guys, young guys, are soaking up this poison, man, and it's making them jaded and fucking poisonous, and they carrying around bad energy, and you wonder why bitches don't fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? You wonder why bitches don't like you, because you soaking up this bullshit and you thinking that shit law. You going around, you know, spreading this shit, and your energy bad because you listening to somebody that's jaded, somebody who's a sucker all their life, somebody who let bitches take advantage of them all their life. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta pay attention to this shit and pay attention to what you listening to and what you soaking up. The brain, let me tell you something real quick. This is how the brain works. Whatever you hear, the brain soaks it up. The brain don't decipher. It doesn't say your subconscious in your brain, it soaks it up. It don't say, well, this is good information and this is bad information. Your brain don't operate like that. Whatever your brain hear, it stores it, whether it's good or bad. So you have to understand that, and the more you soak something in, the more you feed your brain, that's what you're gonna become. And you feeding your brain poison and jadedness and bullshit and you know, all this sucker shit, all this aggressive beta sucker shit. Niggas been suckers all their life and shit, and you soaking this shit up, you gonna become this. You know what I'm saying? This shit makes my blood boil. I like to see my young players out here growing and progressing and winning with dating and women and shit like that, because women are a part of life. That's part of the human experience. You put on this earth to reproduce, and women are a part of that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I want you to be successful at life, not just dating, but life and all that shit. But you guys gotta stop listening to a lot of this bullshit. Well, listen to what the fuck you want to listen to, but you guys gotta, what's the word I'm looking for? You guys have to know what you taking in and know who you getting your game from, especially a lot of you young guys. I know a lot of that shit sound good. Women can never love you, and women can, you know, women are this and that. I know that shit. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying bitches is angels and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got my gripe with hoes too. It's shit about women I don't like either, but I don't hate women. I love women. I've always said that I love women all my life, and I will continue to love women. I don't hate them. They got their shit about me, but like I said before, I'm not worried about female nature, because my nature as King Dre, my nature is way more ruthless. My playerism is way more stomped down than any bitch's female nature and all that hypergamy. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That shit don't bother me. You see what I'm saying? And I want you guys to have that same mentality. Don't be out here, these guys make you scared of women. And so now you think women are the boogeyman. Well, it's a bitch. She a human being. Just like you have the capacity to love, a woman has the capacity to love. You know what I'm saying? But that brings me to my next point. Like I said, you know, this guy's preaching this bullshit, right? And you know, they say, well, women only can love you conditionally. Men love unconditionally, and women only love you conditionally with what you can do, or they love how you make them feel. And that's how the shit works. Listen, if you're a guy, right? Guys, their notion is the general thought process. And what made me think about this, well, what sparked this was a guy made a comment on my Instagram post saying women don't love. Now, I've been hearing this, but this particular comment triggered me. He was like, oh, women don't love. right? So I did a thing on my story, and it was amazing how many guys believe the notion that women can't love, right? But anyway, guys will tell you, oh, women, they don't really don't love you, just love how you make them feel, or, they just love your money or your resources and all that shit. Guys who believe that have obviously never been successful with women. But even if that was the case, let's take that if that was the case, right? Me, myself. You know who loves unconditionally? If you a man and you love a woman unconditionally, you're a sucker. If you love a woman, listen to me right now. If you hear a man saying, oh, well, men can love unconditionally. No, men can't. I can't love no bitch unconditionally. I love a bitch based on what she doing for me, period. I'm not mad because that's how women are. That's how it goes. That's how relationships go. Give and take. Give and take. Relationships, business partnerships, friendships, jobs, whatever. This is how relationships operate. People love what you do for them, period. And if you don't understand that, you lost in the fucking sauce. That ain't the way. Nobody's just gonna love you because you got a dick and a dick and some balls, and you got your testosterone is higher than it. It don't work like that. You gotta put up. You gotta provide. Not be a trick and provide money, but you have to give somebody something to love. Of course, ain't nobody just gonna love you for you. I don't love no bitch just because she got titties and just that's you. Suckers do that. Stupid motherfuckers love people and put they all into something and open themselves up for emotionally for somebody who ain't doing nothing for them. You guys gotta start thinking before y'all start soaking up this bullshit. Oh, women can only love you when you can do something. Duh. That's how it's supposed to be. Y'all suckers. This is why a lot of these guys, a lot of these content creators, this is what they were suckers. They went and loved somebody without the person proving that they worthy of their fucking love. A lot of these guys got with bitches who didn't prove shit to them, and they went and gave their whole life to them. Yeah, that's sucker shit. Suckers love unconditionally. I'm talking about the opposite sex. Suckers do that. Stupid motherfuckers do shit like that. People who don't value themselves do shit like that. I'm not finna open myself up and open my feelings up for a bitch or anybody that ain't doing shit for me. You see what I'm saying? That ain't providing something for me. Bitches included. Friendship included. I'm not finna be friends with nobody I don't get nothing out of. It don't have to be monetary or no shit like that. But if I don't get nothing out of a friendship, then what the fuck am I doing it for? Y'all gotta start thinking. Please, man. Y'all gotta start thinking, man. Y'all gotta start thinking. This shit blows my mind. Oh, women only love what you can do for. Duh. Women love how you make them feel, not you. Duh. They love how you make them feel, and they associate the feeling with you. So they love you. They think you, especially if a woman has scarcity, they think you the only one that can give them that feeling. If your game is tight, right? If you're doing everything like I teach you and you on some player shit, they associate the good feeling with you. That's what it's about. You see what I'm saying? They associate that good feeling with the person who gives them the feeling. You get what I'm saying? But ain't nobody out here. Life don't work like that. Check this out, young man, fellas, teenagers. If you young, listen to that. Ain't nobody just gonna love you for you. It don't fucking work like that. Trust me. I'm 35 years. Don't nobody just love you for you unless it's your mama or your kids. Other than that, everybody else, it ain't known. It's give and take. Balance. Brings give to get. Get to give to get. Give and take. That's balance. That's healthy. Provide something. Ain't no bitch in her right mind gonna just love you because you showed up. Gonna submit to you because you showed up. The fuck is y'all thinking? Like who? But like I said, y'all get this from motherfuckers who ain't got no game, who was suckers and simps and beta males, and they opened themselves up and gave everything to a bitch, right? Gave everything to a bitch without the bitch proving her worth. So the bitch got everything for nothing, right? Of course a bitch ain't gonna love you. She ain't gotta love you. You gave her everything already. Of course she not gonna love you, right? And then the bitch drain you and take advantage of you and clean you out because you a sucker and you ain't got no game and you ain't make a bitch work for what you fucking gave her. You didn't make a bitch work for your resources, and now you mad. And now these motherfuckers get on this YouTube with, and spread this shit, and kids are soaking this shit up. That shit pissed me off. I don't like that shit. So I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Ain't nobody just gonna love you for you. Now, I done been dating for over 20 years. I've got plenty of souls in my closet. When I tell you bitches, if women have the capacity to love, trust me, there's plenty of women that been in love, head over heels, first priority, will give their life get every dollar in their bank account and have proved it with King Dre. You see what I'm saying? I don't live that reality. I don't live that reality or that sucker reality of where women can't love you. Yeah, of course they can't love you, cause you don't require it. They ain't gotta love you. Bitch gotta love me to get access to me. You get what I'm saying? That's player shit. You see what I'm saying? It's shit pissed me off, man. But I've been doing this. I've been doing this. You see what I'm saying? I didn't just wake up and learn game and read Rollo Tomasi's book, and now I'm just ready. I've been this way since I was a little kid. This is my environment has bred me. I've been this way with bitches, and I've been red pill before red pill was even thought of. In fact, that shit come from us. When I say us, I'm talking about my environment, where I come from. All that shit about hoes, and I've been knew bitches wasn't shit a long time ago. When I was a little kid, I knew bitches wasn't shit. You see what I'm saying? We've been saying that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, like I say, they go through a situation with a bitch drain them, and now they get on here and preach this shit. And like I said, I'm not knocking nobody. If a person's message is helping a person, you know, if a person's message is helping a person become a better man, or, you know, to steer clear from this and steer clear from that. And like I say, let me say this. Dude, let me say this as well. I'm not, the whole red pill shit and all that shit, I'm not tripping on the other ideologies and theories and shit. I'm talking about just this specific thing. So this ain't no beef with no red pill community. And like I said, if a person's message is helping a young guy not to be taken advantage of or whatever, I'm all for that, and helping a person grow and helping a person get through pain or whatever, or find their purpose or whatever. I'm all for that. But certain shit I just can't rock with, because this shit like this is tainting a lot of young guys, and they missing out on something great. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing when you got a bitch at your heels willing to do whatever for you, right? And you ain't gotta give her no money or none of that. All she requires is your energy and your game, you know what I'm saying? And your presence. That's a beautiful thing. And I want you guys to fucking experience that. Players know what I'm talking about. That's a beautiful thing, to have a woman in love with you and you the first priority. Beautiful thing is part of the human experience. And like I said, a lot of guys don't know nothing about that because they suckers, right? Like, and they don't require a bitch to do shit. So they have, the bitch never loved them. So he's like, women can never love, yeah, women can't love you because you're a sucker. Women don't love suckers now. Women can't love suckers. They can't. Women can't love a simp, right? But that went long enough, man. It just grinds my gears, man. It's sad. It's sickening, and it's sad to see young guys believing in this shit, and it's tainting them, right? It's tainting them. Am I saying bitches are angels, women are angels? No, not by a long shot. And if you're not careful, bitches will chew you up and spit you the fuck out. I know this, right? Bitches will drain you. Bitches will chew you up and spit you out. I know this, but what I'm saying is, women have the capacity to love. She ain't the boogeyman. It's not a mythical creature. It's a bitch. It's a human being. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, this rant or whatever you fucking want to call this went on long enough. Like the video, guys. Subscribe. Share this shit. Share this shit to your homeboys. Share this shit in your Facebook groups. And because I'm here to set the fucking record straight about this crazy ass shit. That shit triggered me. The shit on my Instagram triggered me. So I'm making this video. But anyway, like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell there when you get this good player shit fresh out the press. Y'all know my slogan, playerism is the antidote to feminism. Also go get both of my courses, Attraction 101 and How to Make a Woman Fall in Love and Obsess Over You. I teach you how to do that. I actually teach you how to do it. This ain't no bullshit. I've been doing this all my life. I got plenty of souls in my closet. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, go get that course. Also join my private Facebook community. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for that. Also, if you need one-on-one coaching, if you need game for this or game for whatever, you're trying to get your ex back, you're trying to get a bitch to be submissive to you, you know, you're trying to get the girl at school, or you're trying to get the bitch at your office, and whatever you're trying to do as far as with women and game, I got you. Hit me up. Let's, set a one-on-one game session, and I get you right. The guys I coach, I put them in the game. They hit the ground running, and they never look back. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. I've been fucking with bitches since I was a teenager, and I'm still doing it. I'm still in the game. Still, right now, I ain't never been married. I ain't never proposed to no bitch. I ain't never none of that. I done been in relationships and shit like that, but yeah, this me. This is what I do. I fuck with bitches, and I've been fucking with bitches. But anyway, get at me. I'm still going off on a tangent because I'm still kind of fired up. But holla at me, get at me. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for all the support. I love you guys. You guys keep me going. I'm on here to make, help you be successful at dating, help you be successful at life. But anyway, it's your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre. I'm gone.